in very general terms, we think about intrinsic motivation, something that just comes from internally. I want to sing, I want to write poetry, it just gives me inherent pleasure. And we think about extrinsic motivations, which are things that cause me to behave differently. It's not that I want to do it this way, but I want the extrinsic motivation. I want money, I want points, I want recognition, and so on, and those cause me to behave differently. And each of them can be caused by many things. Intrinsic motivation can come from love of the thing, it comes from reputation, it can come from a sense of progress, all kinds of things like that. Extrinsic motivation too can come from money. And sometimes money can get us to be motivated, and interestingly, sometimes money can get us to be demotivated. So for example, if I say, if you work today extra hours, I will pay you $3 more, that will actually decrease your motivation because it's not enough. If I say I'll pay you a lot this day, it would increase your motivation, but it might decrease your next day motivation. Why? Because the reward I gave you was either too small, so it got you to feel that it's not worth it, or it's so specific that it changes your goodwill for the company. You say, oh, you paid me yesterday, today you're not paying me, I'm not that interested. In contrast, we can take the same amount of money and put it in your kids' college savings accounts. Now all of a sudden, I'm not communicating to you that this money is just for your work yesterday. I say, hey, we're going to be here for a long time together. And in fact, this money is linking us, let's say your kids are 5, it's linking us together for many, many years, and I care about something much deeper. The amount of money can be the same, but the way you give it can communicate a short-term framework, I just care about today, or a long-term framework. It can communicate I care about you, depending on the amount or not. If I give you a bottle of wine, it's very different than giving an amount of money. So we need to think about all of those things. We need to think about where can intrinsic motivations come from, where all the places are, and we need to think about if we are going to use money. Do we want to give money? Want to give gifts? And if we give money, how do we give it? In a way that changes people's value of caring and not just working more right now, and into a long-term framework, not just a short-term framework.